I've been using TradingView what seems like forever at this point. I mean, it's been years, and still, almost on a monthly basis, I find some little feature, some little tip or trick that I was wowed at, thinking this could have been so useful if I had known about it a year ago. So I'm going to share some of mine with you. We'll go through the list. No more introduction fluff. Let's get right into it. We're going to start off with a relatively new feature, I think. But let's say you're presenting, right? You're on a Discord call, or you're recording a video, or you're on a Zoom. You want to show somebody a chart, show them some technical analysis, and you want to be able to easily point it out. I'm using the crosshair cursor type, which is good for that, but there's something even better. It's up here in the menu. It's called the demonstration mouse. And basically, you will see a red little transparent circle behind my cursor. Best thing about this is if you hold Alt, you can actually draw and it will fade away. So as you're talking, you can hold Alt and say, oh, we're clearly in an uptrend here. Look, it broke structure here. This is resistance. This is support, blah, 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 blah. And you can draw while holding Alt and it'll sort of fade out and keep your chart clean. So if you have a lot of indicators, it's not really going to affect that. So really nice feature, really good to use if you're sharing and presenting something. Okay, tip number 2, on the whole drawing theme. If you've ever wanted to draw a nice trend line and you're like, okay, or a support line or a resistance line, oh man, I really wish I could get this perfect. Instead of manually moving it, editing it, use the magnet tool, which is over here. Now there's 2 forms. There's weak magnet and strong magnet. I just honestly use the default. And what this will allow you to do is it will pretty much stick your crosshair onto the wicks, onto some of the candle bodies, and you can make your lines pretty much perfect. So if you're doing some sort of TA, technical analysis, whatever, this will help a ton in terms of really getting that accuracy. So definitely use the magnet tool. It will make your life a lot easier when actually doing things on the chart. Cool. Let's move on to the next tip, which is, sometimes you want to maybe play around, have some price predictions. Maybe you think that this certain zone will recur again here. And there's a really, really nice feature that will allow you to do that. It's on the projection settings and it's called a bars pattern. So what you can do is actually click, go to where you want to kind of copy, and click again, and it will literally copy the price action for you. And you can say, here we are, we're going to be in another 3 to 6 months of chop and consolidation. Really, really neat feature and definitely underutilized. Cool. For the next tip, for a lot of you degens out there that are trading ultra low micro cap tokens that might not be on any centralized exchange and they're just on a DEX or a decentralized exchange, the best way to ensure that you are looking at the correct prices is by filtering on the symbol search. And I'll explain what that means. So let's say I'll pick a random token, let's say LoFi. What you can actually do here, if you go to crypto, you'll see that you have this extra 3 drop downs and you can actually select decentralized exchanges. And then you'll be able to narrow down, okay, Uniswap, and this is going to show me LoFi with wrapped ETH. Right. So definitely use this. There's some other options here where you can look at swap or futures, and then you can look at sources as well. But this DEX versus CEX is definitely something that most people miss. You don't want to be looking at the wrong price chart and get liquidated. Use this if you aren't using it already. Now for the next one, and this is going to seem kind of maybe rudimentary, but I've been shocked to see how many people don't actually know this. You can look at any asset in a logarithmic fashion. You'll see, especially for crypto, usually at the start, the price is in way smaller numbers. So it's kind of hard to really make out what happened back here. What you can do is go to the y-axis, right click, and you'll see you have these 4 options: regular, percent, index to 100, and logarithmic. You can change it to logarithmic, and that gives you a much better look to see what's actually happening. So I know my camera was blocking that, but that's the regular and that's the logarithmic. So it'll give you a more percent-based change in terms of what the actual price action was, and it'll allow you to kind of see what happened a lot easier. You can also, there's a bunch of settings in here for both axes. So definitely check those out and play around with them to ensure that your setup is how you want it. Now, the final tip for this video, and I'll probably make another one at some point because there's so much within TradingView. If you're looking at multiple charts, right, you can go up here to the layout depending on what version you pay for of TradingView. You might have a limit here. Most people can do, I think even on the free tier, can do 2. Now, one of the things that a lot of people miss, and I'll actually turn it off so I can show you. Okay, I'm looking at ETH on the left side. I'm looking at Dogecoin on the right side. I'm moving them around independently, right? They're not in sync. But say I wanted to see ETH back in 2021. Now I have to go back to Doge and try and figure that out myself. An easy way to fix this and sync all the charts, even if you're doing 4 or 8 panels, you go down to the layout setup and you can sync in layout. So you can sync the crosshair, the time, the date range, and the interval. And now all charts, however many panes you have set up, will move in tandem. Final tip, and this is a bonus tip, something I use all the time. You can see my panel here for all the sort of things that I use constantly. And the way you can set this up is just by favoriting. Any of these lines, drawings, Fibonacci, whatever you're using at all times, you can hit this little add to favorites and it will add it to this little toolbar, and boom, you don't have to constantly look in this left menu to try and find what you need. You can just set up your own favorites list and make your life a whole lot easier. I hope this helped you. I hope you at least learned one thing you didn't know before. TradingView is such an amazing platform. It's a great app and it's so deep. There's so many things that you can do to improve and make your process as efficient as possible. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, a subscribe would mean a ton to my minuscule, tiny channel. I'd really appreciate it. And if you made it this far, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.